coming. I can tell you distinct stories because they stand out. The man that had cancer of the throat, Mr. Motors, and he couldn't swallow, and they said he was going to die. They gave him the insurance. And so he could only take the herbs. He couldn't eat or anything. And then he felt good and he was walking. And
let me know if you could hear me, family. Let me know if you could hear me once you tune in. Let me know if you could hear me. Gives me a number one or something. Give me something. Let me know you could hear me clear or hear that sound, hear the voice clear.
Or that man that had AIDS that used to walk up those stairs.
Right now, you're listening to the voice of Dr. Sebi's first wife who started the healing journey. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go to Hot 97. She was on Hot 97 this morning. And the video is called Family of Dr. Sebi on Nick Cannon Reaching Out on Doc. So check that out.
I could go on and on with the stories.
We're going to be speaking to ASHRA KWESI in the next half an hour.
Hundreds of people. There's so many people. This little boy, he was dying. He couldn't breathe. And they said he was 13, and you could look in his eyes. This was in Honduras, and you could look in his eyes, and I knew he was going to make it through. And he was taking the herbs, and they didn't really even have the money for it. And so one day, they didn't have the oxygen, and this is Honduras, so it's different. You can't go and get it when you want to because everything is closed. And so everybody was crying because there was no more oxygen. And so what happened? They realized, oh my God, he's breathing. He didn't need the oxygen, and he'd start playing the soccer game. And so it's this endless stories of people that have come, and it has been totally reversed, like the blind man.
I just wanted to play just to test the sound, of course, because we will be going live with Brother ASHRA KWESI. First of all, let me say greetings to all of the ancestors and the creative force that resides within and outside of us, surrounding us and helping us to be our very best. And some of us is helping us to be our very worst. But let me start off with my music first, and we're going to get into the program because I do have to big up some stuff. And I want to talk briefly about with Dr. Sebi and all of that, because even the numbers that correlate with Dr. Sebi's birthday to birthday, he would have been in a number 12 or number 3 year this year. And if people don't know, Dr. Sebi was born November 26th. So in numerology, he's in between the 12-3 year and the 13-4 year. So it might be a little complicated for many who don't study the system of numerology, but there's certain systems where you deal with the birthday to birthday aspect or the year to year aspect. A lot of numerologists go year to year because it's easier, and they don't consider the birthday to birthday, or they'll keep that part outside of it. So I believe that we just need to be very focused in how we want to do things, especially and be very candid when you're reading people's numbers. Be very candid when you're reading people's numbers. If you just do decide to study this, and I teach classes, Lloyd Strayhorn teach classes, and many out there might be teaching classes, but I want to let everybody know that we got a major all-day workshop coming up from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, and female numerologist Kaya French from out of Detroit. We will be teaching all day. And we're considering if we're going to go live stream, and we do a pay-per-view live stream to help. And if the venue has Wi-Fi and we could connect that link, then we will do a private live stream either on Facebook Live, or I'll see if Brother Joel Benjamin could help me, or someone could help me to set up that live stream through YouTube. Once again, like I said, Dr. Sebi was born November the 26th. So if you add those numbers together, like 11, the old way of doing it is 11 plus 26 plus 2018. And I'm saying 2018 because his birthday hasn't came back again yet. His birthday hasn't come back again yet. But he would be entering his new birthday cycle, but you still feel the effects. And like I've said before, he was in a number 12, which is a 3, because 1 plus 2 equals 3. Because when you add 11 plus 26 plus 2018, it adds up to 2055. And 2 plus 0 plus 5 is 12, which is a 3. Now, I've told people that 3 is the year of exposure, expansion, and expression, positive and negative. And as you see, what has been coming up with Dr. Sebi, and the positive and the negative, because since Nipsey Hussle's passing at the age of 33 in the year of the 3, and then Dr. Sebi being in his 3 year, it just all correlates, showing you that the numbers don't lie. People are lying to themselves. Numbers can be manipulated by stats controlled by man. Because when you're dealing with statistics controlled by man, like Census Bureau and all that, when they can tell you, they'll tell you that there's a million, so many people in this particular area, but the Census Bureau, some of the people in the houses have never filled out the census. It's probably just one person fill out the census and probably just tell how many is there, or just talk about themselves, but they never mention everybody else. So statistically, those stats that are controlled by men can be manipulated. Those numbers can be manipulated. But when it comes to mathematics, which is a natural science, when it comes to numerology, which is a natural connection science, or esoteric science to the human existence on life, or gematria, which deals with situations and different events happening in society, those type of numbers can't be manipulated. It just shows what's going on. That's all it is. So numbers are there to guide us. So like I said, Sebi was in a 3 year, going into a 4 year, and even going into a 4 year, that deals, 3 and 4 are the communication numbers. And 4 is the weird, unusual method, the weird, unusual things happening as far as communication is concerned, which, like I said, has duality, where it could be positive or negative. 3 is also the weird, but because it adds up to a 12, it also deals with the intrigues and the victim. That's the 12 in tarot numerology, is the victim number, and it deals with the intrigues of other people. But also it says that whatever happens, whoever's going to defend Sebi, they have to speak up. People have to speak up. So that's why you see Ma coming out. That's why you see KT coming out. That's why you see Inky coming out. We'll see Light coming out, because he's not here. Sebi is not in this physical realm to defend himself. But believe me, his energy is working. And his energy is working real well, because in the midst of all of the positive and negative, and all of the expression and exposure and the expansion of this great gentleman, due to a young brother who was studying him, Nipsey Hussle, who passed on in his 33 years and was born on the 15th, and the 3 plus 3 is a 6, and the 1 plus 5 is a 6. Everything is working in unison. And I love that the numbers are working, because it just proves the point of myself and people like Lloyd or Kaya that's going to be doing that workshop. It just proves something, that these things are actually, it just shows you that numerology is a science. And I've talked to doctors, I've talked to African scholars, and they've shown me and told me that numerology is science. And remember, it does come from us. It comes all the way from us. Nothing dealing with science and all that don't come from Europeans. It really comes from us. They just researched it and took it and do what they had to do with it and flipped it and made it theirs. That's why I tell most numerologists, if you're going to write a book, if you're an astrologist, you're writing a cosmophysicist like Ra'aku or Ampu and Kateria or Sister Kateria or Aquarius Maxim, write your book and put your picture in the back of the book. Put your beautiful black skin in the back of the book and let them know that we did. So from 100 years from now, people be able to buy my book, which will go to my children. I have 9 of them and grandchildren. I have 5 grandchildren now. My books are being purchased. When they're being purchased 100 years from now, you'll see my pictures on my book. And I'm going to continue to put my pictures in back of the book, because I want people in the years to come that it was an original band that did my book. Numbers are simple, people are complicated, and any other book that I might put out. So I love the times that we're in, and I'm not confused about the time. Let me look in this camera, because I'm here looking at the computer. I love the time that we're in, and I don't want you to feel any way about the time. We're in some great time, family, and it's in your mindset whether you can make it great or you can make it worse for yourself. but we are in some great times of revelations and the Aquarian times of the rebel and the things being revealed on multiple levels. Now, some things are being perverted, but some things are being kept pure. And one thing we got to bear witness to is that the sciences, the natural science, the esoteric science, we got to make sure that they stay pure from the depth of our very being and how to use them to help guide us to be our very best in this realm. So what we do here in this physical realm will speak in eternity. That's what I've said before. That's what I've heard others say. What we do in this physical realm will speak into eternity. So, like I said, we have a class coming up. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, and Kaya French. This is coming up. This is going to be an all-day numerology workshop on June the 22nd. That's Saturday, June the 22nd. It will be an all-day workshop. You can go to my kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or go to kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. If you're in New York City, you can be in it. There will be an hour lunch break, and it will be vegetarian, vegan food will be served. And that's included in the prices. So we're making sure that, and it's going to be a light meal that's going to be served that day, because we want to make sure you don't eat and then get the itis. So this is the event coming up on June the 22nd. If you want it from 3 different perspectives, Lloyd is going to come with his perspective, being that he's the OG, and then Kaya French is being that she's one of his students from Detroit. That's going to come from her feminine perspective, and then your brother going to come and bring it from the numerovational perspective, and also dealing with the traumatic perspective and how we need to learn to heal from the trauma. So I'm going to, y'all can check my site. If I'm going to talk to Lloyd to see if we can do a live stream. And once we do the live stream, we will invite other people to the live stream. The live stream will probably be a little bit less because you won't be in the house. We'll probably only charge $79.99. It's right now $99.99 if you're going to be in the house for the whole day. But we probably charge $79.99 for the live stream. It's a whole day live stream. It's all day from 11 a.m. I don't care where you are until until 7 p.m. 11/7, 7/11. Let's figure it out. You know what it is. So hopefully the venue will have Wi-Fi, because it really is an old mystic temple. It's an old temple from back in the day, and he didn't have Wi-Fi. And I being that there's some new people that took over, new brothers and sisters that own it, that took over, maybe they have put in Wi-Fi in there. Now we don't have to try to snatch Wi-Fi from Mega Evans, which would probably be Mega Evans is like a block away or something like that. So, but it is at a private location, and everybody will know the location. Especially those that are coming, that are flying in, or that are coming in by train, bus, or plane, or boat, whatever way you're coming in. We're going to be doing that all-day numerology workshop with the master himself, one of the masters, Lloyd Strayhorn, Kaya French, a master from out of Detroit, and your master of numerovation, the inventor of numerovation, your brother King Simon. So I can't wait to do that. Let me big up, it's 40 minutes after the hour in New York, 20 minutes before the top of the hour. Let's big up what's coming up. Of course, we're going to be speaking to ASHRA KWESI today. ASHRA KWESI will be coming in this weekend, this Sunday with Sister Shahrazad Ali at the National Black Theater. If you're going to look at the live stream only, let me say it clearly, only Sister Shahrazad Ali and all the acts that will be featured and myself will be on that live stream. We're going to get in United Front, at least for 1 or 2 songs. We're going to get in Natasha Dezzoni, who's a sacred woman, Natasha Dezzoni. Of course, I'll be there. Some of the speakers like Ali, who's just opening up, giving 5 minutes. I think Samuel El Arape is going to be giving 5 minutes. And I think another person is going to give 5 minutes to talk to the audience about what's coming up and what we're doing and what the people are doing and what other community members are doing. But that live stream will be on usalivestream.com. That's usalivestream.com. Again, usalivestream.com. And we will be at the National Black Theater, the smaller theater, which hold a little bit less. Even the vending is small because I'm about finished with the vending right now. But it will be holding a little bit less people. But I just want everybody to know that we will be at the National Black Theater at 2031 Fifth Avenue at 125th Street. Tickets, $35 tickets are still at Nicholas Brooklyn. So they're almost about to sell out. So if you want to call Nicholas Brooklyn, and I believe if we do sell out, we will use receipts at Nicholas Brooklyn, but I'm going to keep it at $35 over there at Nicholas Brooklyn. And Nicholas Brooklyn number is 718-858 4400. That's 718-858-4400. If you are coming to town and you want to go to Nicholas first, come in early, then come up to Harlem if that's the case, or just go straight to eventbrite.com. That's KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. That's KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. Once again, KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. If you want your tickets from online, just show it at the door. We'll also have your name written down because I'm going to print out all the names that are buying tickets up there. Also, if you want tickets to see Dr. Laila Afrika, Dr. Laila Afrika is also on my eventbrite.com, and we are going to be live streaming live with Brother Joel Benjamin. Dr. Laila Afrika is also on eventbrite.com. That's KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. That's going to be Sunday, May the 5th. It's a no holds bar 3 to 4 hour Q&A conversation with Dr. Laila Afrika and Dr. Melanie Stevens, his beautiful wife. They say bring any and all questions about allopathic, naturopathic, homeopathic methods, and more. This is not a lecture. That's not what I wrote on my flyer here. This is not a lecture. It is a Q&A experience. So everybody will be giving a number. Everybody will be given a number. And everybody in the audience, that number, they will be called by their numbers, and 1, 2, 3, and everybody will be louder. Now, let me let you know. If you hear other people asking the same question you just asked, don't ask the same question again. It don't make no sense. Just listen. Make sure you bring your notebook, pad, and pen, and make sure you get busy to write and take the notes, because Dr. Afrika he goes in and his wife goes in. Remember, the advanced love gifts tickets are $25. Love Exchange is $25 in advance and more at the door, but you can also get your tickets at $25. I think they charge a little surcharge, but if you also want to go to Cash App or contact me through, do it through PayPal, you're more than welcome to contact me. Text me at 347-496-1022, and I will text you my PayPal or my Cash App, and then we could also put you on the list for that. But Dr. Laila Afrika will be coming in. I will be doing a special 5 to 10 minute theatrical edutainment monologue. I'm going to be opening up with my play stuff, my one-man play. I'm going to be breaking. There's some healing stuff that I deal in, so it's a improvisational stuff. So I'm getting into the playing, doing the plays and acting and all that kind of stuff, but it's educational. It's all about edutainment. So that's what we're dealing with. And let me, if you want to find out more about the YouTube broadcast, because it's $35 for the pay-per-view, please go to Joel Benjamin. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can put it in the description bar later. But Joel Benjamin, matter of fact, you can go to my website, and my website is King Simon Productions, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. wordpress.com/events. That's how you can get those tickets. You can get tickets to. You can see all of the links to the tickets, to get tickets, and also for the live stream. Go to KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com/events. Scroll down, read carefully, and one says tickets and one says live stream tickets. So make sure you get that done. So if you're coming out that app, beautiful. If you're coming out to that, beautiful. Also, I got to big up some of my products. Of course, my books are on sale at Amazon and Kindle. Numbers Are Simple. You'll find, if you Google up Numbers Are Simple and Amazon, you'll find either Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. That's the first book. And then Numbers Are Simple, Our Children's Health is Important. That's the second book. So yes, I'm selling my books on Amazon and Kindle. Or you could go to my WordPress, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com/products, and you'll see the t-shirts and all that. As a matter of fact, I got my new t-shirt line, the Numerovation, King Simon's Numerovational products. Got much more stuff. I got over 24 different t-shirts. I got socks on there. I got spandex for the ladies, and all the stuff connected to all your numbers up there. I have a whole line of different. Even this one just came in, one of my new shirts. This one is called Carbon Power. Of course, carbon coming out of, the melanated carbon energy I'm talking about. So Carbon Power, of course, that was popularized by people like Dr. Sebi and all that kind of stuff. So I got my Carbon Power t-shirts on there and hoodies if you need that. But you can go to teesprings.com/numerovation. That's NUMEROVATIONAL, Numerovational products, or you can go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/products and get any of the products. All of it is going for a good cause, because I'm working on something that I don't have to rent out other people's venues anymore. I spoke to one of the Babas already. I'm going to speak to a few Babas because I need to do a fundraiser with a lot of these Babas, female and male. I want to balance it off. I want to bring in and do a major fundraising event to get a building, really. That's really what I want to do. Dr. Africa's wife keep on telling me I need to do it. She dreamt about me having my own place that holds at least 300 to 500 people, that I can produce different events and I don't have to pay to go anywhere else. I can hire people. I can do schools. If I could do schools, I could do like tutorial schools, like tutoring class. I won't set up an official school, but I would have at least tutors come in and be able to talk, be able to deal with children. You could have a restaurant. You could have all that kind of stuff in the place that I'm envisioning someplace in New York. But if it's not in New York, I'll be but it ain't gonna take that long to get it done if I make it happen. One thing about me, I ain't playing. When I say I'm gonna do something, bop, 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 bop. All I need is the people that know how to do it to be around me, because I might not have all the knowledgeable skills about real estate and all that, but hey, not all brilliant minds have all of that. Sometimes the brilliant minds have to be willing to delegate to the people that are willing to come back and actually make it happen, or those people that are educated in that particular field. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, brilliant as he was, he knew how to delegate. He delegated to people. That's why he was able to make a lot of things happen. Let's see if I got that book here. That's one thing about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I got a book. I don't think it's up here, but it's the Muslim programs that he had and the things that he made manifest. He wasn't joking. He made manifest. And like I said, he had the vision and he just taught other people how to do it. And that's how it is. Those that are just coming in, I will have ASHRA KWESI coming in the next 10 minutes. ASHRA KWESI will be here in 10 minutes with me, and we will be speaking about his tours to Africa that he does every year. And we will be speaking about his appearance coming up here in New York. Okay, so let's make sure that happens. Let's see. So somebody just texted me. Okay, but let me play one of my songs, because it's all about history, and because we're bringing in Baba ASHRA KWESI, that's what I'll play it right before. But please, people, always, if all of us have these intuitive powers, and we need to learn to use these intuitive powers. That's the alarm just letting me know what I got to do soon. All of us have these intuitive powers, whether you use it or not. It's always part of you. And I tell people, whether you use your talents or not, it's yours. But if you're afraid to use them, if you're hiding from your powers, I just produced a new T-shirt about called let me look on my website, called Surrendering. Hold on, my website. I'm going to go to my website. But I just produced affirmation T-shirts. All matter of fact, most of my T-shirts on my product line is all about affirmation, so you can understand your guidance in some, especially when it deals with the numbers. It's important that we pay attention to the basic sayings, because if you're not willing to motivate yourself to be better, then what are you doing? Why are you wasting people's times? You got to be willing to motivate yourself and think positive and stay focused and do what you have to do to be your very best in this society, in this world, and like I've been saying, like for instance, my product line here, And I am proud of it that I'm able to do it and make it happen. I even got the Greatness Fest and Expo. That's also from my product. So you can either Google that, Greatness Fest and Expo on Teesprings. And when you go to that one, that deals with all the Greatness Fest stuff that we have. It deals with also the numerology, deals with all the stuff that I have. But I just made up designed a T-shirt and put it on my website. And let me find it right here. And it says something real clean and clear. It says, one of them, it says, be great, act greater, and claim greatness. That's the name. That's one of my T-shirts on the website, especially at King Simon. That's the numerovation, but it's also Greatness Fest and Expo. Expo spelled with an X, not an E. It's XPO. Also, the next shirt is that I just designed. Also, it says, whatever it takes to be great, just do it. Whatever it takes to be great, just do it. Those are also my motivational T-shirts, numerovational T-shirts. And then another one I designed is called, let me find that. Here it is. Release your powers and surrender to your greatness. Release your powers and surrender to your greatness. These are some very important shirts. I got for women, I got for men, I got T-shirts, I got tank tops, all of that stuff on my site. Hoodies also got all of that. Even got socks, numerovational socks, and like I said, spandex, greatness spandex for women. I got different things just to keep reminding you of what you need to strive for. And what you need to also, I got me and my son's T-shirt inspired by team. Talented. Team means talented entrepreneurs, ambitiously motivated. You can get those T-shirts, those hoodies, all of that. Things that keep you motivated. That's what I'm really about. Things that keep our people motivated, not stressed out and crazy, and things that help you to be the very best in what you want to do, and that's a great thing to do, man. And I implore all of you to find your greatness in what you love to do. What you love to do. Find your greatness and what you love to do. I'm telling you, family, it's no better thing to find your greatness of what you love to do. But you got to find what you love. You got to write down the ideals. You got to write down what you got to do. To be your best. I'm telling you, family, believe me, like I've been saying before, I almost lost my life 3 times, brothers and sisters. And it's all about staying motivated at the end of the day, But let me get ready for Baba Kwesi and give him a ring. And before I do that, it's now 4 minutes before the hours. Let me play my song, and then I'm gonna give a call to Dr. Kwesi, Baba Kwesi, and then put him right on the line. Just drop something. I'll call Baba Kwesi and put him right on the line. Let me start my song right now. Here we go. This is my song called Black and White Story. I'll be right back.
Little something more white history. The Afrikan they run throughout slavery. They say we were black and very ugly. I lie them a telling of them history. Cause black is beautiful, the whole of them agree. They come out the mountains and mix up with feed. We don't have race in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, it's white, but let we tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's white. But let we tell the story. May I will tell you a little truth about the black histories. The people who can hear and those who can see. We're the first to come up with anatomy. To analyze the truth about theory body. We're the first to come up with biology. To analyze the lives in the society. We're the first to come up with Egyptology. To construct the pyramids that you see. We're the first to come up with psychology. To analyze the minds in the vicinity. We're the first to come up with musicology. To put the rhythm in your soul and make it rock steady. Correction, our friends, with the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, it's white, but let me tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's white, but let me tell the story. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah. Say we have to analyze it. Black and white story in my mind. We hey, we hey. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah. Say we have to analyze it. Me, I go tell you a little something about white history. Say all the time they was throughout slavery. They say we were black and very ugly. I lie them and tell enough of them history. Cause black is beautiful, the whole of them agree. They come out of the mountains and mix up the sea. Here we go, my friends, in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, it's white, but let we tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's white, but let me tell the story. Me, I will tell you little truth about the black history. It's the people who can hear and those who can see. When they first to come up with anatomy, to analyze the truth about feeling body. When they first to come up with biology, to analyze the life in our society. When they first to come up with Egyptology, to construct the pyramids that you see. When they first to come up with psychology, to analyze the mind and diversity. When they first to come up with musicology, to put the rhythm on your soul and make it rock steady. Correction, my friends, in the black and white history. Yeah, it's black, it's white, but let me tell the story. Yes, it's black, it's white, but let me tell the story. Black and white story in my mind. Oh yeah. Say we have to analyze it.
Hold on one second, okay? That was me back in the day, black and white story. Okay, family, we're about to bring on our beautiful Baba before. Let me see here. Let me turn this down a little. That was my song, Black and White Story. I was number 5 on the reggae charts back in Canada, in New York. And I think I made it to number 1 in Canada, but number 5 in New York City. And I think 5 in Jamaica back in the day, the Caribbean, 1989, going into 1990. So yeah, I was a reggae artist big time back in the day. So, oh man, so I am so happy. Before we bring on our Baba, before we bring on our beloved Baba, I got to read his accolades before we bring on ASHRA KWESI. Before we bring on Baba ASHRA KWESI, I want to make sure I read his accolades from this book. It says, ASHRA KWESI is a griot or historian and lecturer on African history and religion. He presents dynamic, inspirational, and educational slide presentation lectures based upon his extensive study and travel on the African continent for over 35 years. As of now, he's over 35 years. Brother Kwesi's fascinating, visually documented productions are derived from the ancient temples, tombs, and papyrus in Kemet, which people call Egypt. His intriguing lectures have been presented for numerous universities, conferences, and study groups, both nationally and internationally, and of course, holding that gauntlet and doing the things that he loves to do and following on the footstep of his great Baba and now ancestor, one, the only Dr. Ben, and of course, Ben Yakinen, which we all love and know, especially here in New York. We want to welcome to King Simon Presents right here on YouTube, live and direct, Baba ASHRA KWESI. Good afternoon, Baba ASHRA KWESI. How are you?
Hey, brother, I'm rising like Rob to live again, brother. As long as I'm doing that, I'm ahead. I'm honored to be on your show, my brother.
It's an honor. We're going live. I had to go live. So I said, we're going to go live. We're on YouTube live right now. So you can salute the people that's on there. They're tuning in now. They're picking up.
All right.
So I've been on for like a half an hour preparing for you. And we just making it happen.
I'll say Assalamu alaikum to the family. Hotep. Salam alaikum.
Yes, sir.
All right. Black Fire. Iran.
Yeah. Lafayette. Black laws for all black people, like Khalid used to say.
Another warrior scholar.
Yes, on him. Well, brother, I am so happy to be bringing you back again this coming Sunday, April the 28th, and you and Sister Shahrazad Ali will be sharing the stage. She's going on first, which is right, ladies first, and then our brother going to just wrap it up and knock it all out the park. So that's how we going to do it, and we know she's from under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you've always had a love and respect for the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad because he brought Islam from a black perspective. He wasn't into that. Right. That's how you love him. You even said one time to me that you almost joined the Nation of Islam.
Well, it's the most honor to be on the program with our Queen Mother Kandake, as we would say in the ancient Kushite Queen Mother.
Yes, sir.
Shahrazad Ali and yes,
Shahrazad Ali.
I don't know why, but there's a lot of echo. I can hardly hear you. You're muffled a little bit. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me better now? Hold on, go ahead.
I can hear you a little bit better.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, brother.
I think my voice is coming back to me a little bit. I think this was also going on in Richard's show.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're doing the recording, yes, sir. Yeah, but I turned it down, so we got it. Got you.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you and Shahrazad Ali. Shahrazad Ali is an elder in this for years. They call her the ultimate MGT. But you've been doing it for what, 38 years now? How long you been doing the tours to Africa?
38 years, my brother.
Man, woo, bro! I know. Yes, that's amazing.
I don't even realize it until I think about it, or you say it, or somebody says it.
38 years.
But when you're on this journey, brother, you just get in the time warp. You don't even realize it. In fact, as I told Brother Rich, I didn't realize I was turning gray until I was watching one of my video clips.
That's they believe me. I keep on trying to cut off the gray. It keep on coming back. So
I've been on top of the mountain, brother. I've been on top of the mountaintop, brother. I think it happened when I climbed the Great Pyramid back in the 80s, brother. And I came back down. I was great.
Yeah, well, that. Definitely like Moses, right? But
the story happened long before Moses. Moses only hair turned right when he came before Sarah. So that was an ancient story long before Moses.
Exactly. Now, before we get into it, can you shout out your website and the numbers that they can contact you in the beginning? Go ahead and shout out your website and everything.
Again, the website is Kemet New, KemetNew.com. That's KemetNew.com. Mm-hmm. That's our website. Then our email is KemetNew again, KemetNew, KemetNew at sbcglobal.net.
Okay,
that's my information there. About our tours and DVDs and things that we all have on there.
You have let me repeat that website. That's www.kemetNew.com. That's correct. And
that means black people, by the way.
Of course, that's right. And then the email is KemetNew at sbcglobal.net. Global.net. Yeah, global.net. SBC global.net. Now you have a 1-800 in the back of this book too. 1-800-1877. That number still works?
Well, yes, sir. That still works. You probably know more about what's going on in that brochure than me. I have to give credit to my mentor, my divine wife, Mary Ross. She's a business person, so anything you see on there, she did.
Yes, sir. Well,
if she got an 800 number on there, well, the numbers that we have is 214-371-0206.
Okay.
Or our fax number 214-371-0908. So those numbers are working numbers.
And as a matter of fact, audience, I want to let everybody know that if you say you heard it right here on King Simon Productions, King Simon Presents, they'll hook you up and make sure you get online and make sure you come on the trips one day, because I know he does trips. Like how many times a year do you do the trips to Africa, brother?
Well, we do, because our trips are so large for our Kemet, called Egypt. They are Egypt tours. We have to do 2 trips in the summer. In fact, this year is July 6th to July 20th, 15 days, and then from July 20th to August 3rd. Mm-hmm. So both those over 125 people on each tour. And we have our Ethiopian tour that we do December 28th to January 8th. I don't know why my voice is coming back at you, brother.
It's all right, brother. You're still good. We're still good here. We're still good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still good. Yeah, it's just it's just the phone because I have to connect through the phone line. That's why into the computer. Yeah, okay. But you're sounding real good. You're not. You might be hearing it, but it's sounding real good online.
Okay.
But
I'll try to bear with my own voice coming back at me.
Yeah. Maybe you take your ears off of it, and then if you hear my voice call you, then you
okay.
But you've been doing it. You do 2 trips per year. That's correct.
Yes. Well, actually, we do 2 in the summer and 1 in the winter.
Okay. So, like the brother said, family, if you mention that you heard it here, he'll hook you up so you'll get there on time, and make sure you have your passport, especially brothers. Make sure you have your passport.
Well, you can't get off American plantation without that passport. Gotta have the pass, brother.
Once again, their number is 214-371-0206. That's 214-371-0206. If you want to really go on the trip to either Ethiopia or Kemet, which are misnomer Egypt. And
we have room on our Ethiopia, but our tour for the summer is now full. The people can. We will have the brochures out in late October. Okay. And people can start to sign up, or even if they call us and give us your email, we'll put you on the list. And again, mention King Simon, and we'll put you on the list for our next summer tour. It'll be here before you know it. So don't think it's a long time away.
And that's for Ethiopia, right? That's for the Ethiopia, right? Tour.
With the Ethiopian tour, yes, we're getting everything together for the Ethiopian tour now. We do have room on the Ethiopian tour, but for the summer tour for Egypt, it has to be 2020.
Okay.
We'll have those brochures in late October because we're all ready for this summer.
Okay, no problem. I have in front of me the book that I got from you some years ago, African Builders of Civilization, a pictorial history of famous personalities from Egypt, from ancient Egypt, by you and your beautiful wife, Mary Kwesi. And I want to send a salute to your beautiful empress in your house and around the world, as far as I'm concerned, Sister Mary Kwesi, for doing what she does, and especially being that strength next to you, standing next to you. And you met her in Kemet. Is that the fact? That's a fact, right?
Yes, met her in Kemet. I worked with Dr. Ben at that time. Her family came over, and we met on the tour. And I lived in LA, she lived in Dallas, and we were going to LA Dallas dating at that time, and so we had to make a decision real quick. So Dr. Ben did our marriage ceremony in Kemet, the very place where we met at.
Right.
So he did our marriage ceremony back in 1993, and we've been together and working together and traveling the world together, and keeping in the spirit of Ma'at, that divine balance, because we see the large picture, but we miss the details.
Right.
So Mary Ra, she definitely, in the business, and takes care of all the details of our Kemet new tour. So I think that's what we have to find our balance as well as that.
That's true. Because there's a lot, and you being with Dr. Ben for so many years, what was some of the things that Dr. Ben really emphasized that made you even want to go on the trip and continue to do the trip, even while he was alive, but even after he transitioned?
Well, first, when I first met him in 1973 at Long Beach State, and at that time I was in the political movement, the Black Power movement, trying to stop OB, LAPD, and at that time, in terms of our Black divinity and our African spirituality, I had not heard before. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Ben, that day at Long Beach State, he put our Black divinity as well as our Black deity or Black God and spirituality and history all in one package and all in one night.
Right.
And of course, after the lecture, I stopped Dr. Ben and asked him, "Can you prove this?" And he said, "Young man, not only can I prove it, I can take you back and show you." Mm-hmm. He said, "But above all, we need young people like you to go back into the field of research." And he walked away. So that became my dream, to return back to Africa that day when I talked to him. Mm-hmm. And I made that journey in 1981 and spent 14 years apprenticeship under him. And I haven't missed a year in 38 years now, returning back to Africa. So again, the fact that he put our Black divinity and spirituality, and above all, dealing with the African woman as a goddess.
Yes.
Dr. Ben always put emphasis on that, not only putting emphasis on it, but actually showing us, in the Valley of the Kings, and how our African spirituality was based off of the spiritual goddess Nu, stretched out in the heavens, was represented as the macro womb. And he said, in honoring that macro womb, we honor the micro womb, where we all came from, and that's our mother's womb. So again, it's the reliefs that tells our story and how our ancestors saw that spiritual story, but yet corrupted in a very misogynistic story from the biblical account. And he always put emphasis on that. Dr. Ben was one of the few people who dealt with the Bible. He dealt with white supremacy Christianity. He took it by the jugular vein. So the fact that he's a warrior scholar, and the fact that a warrior scholar like him had no problems dealing with the white supremacy Christianity, and he definitely wasn't into worshiping the images and so forth. So the fact that he was able to bring it and show the comparative analysis, see how our spiritual aspect of our story was corrupted into the whole European ideas, meaning that the Adam and Eve story and the rib taken from Adam to make the woman see, he clearly showed the spirit of balance.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things that I was able to open my eyes up to, because we were all taught about these patriarchal stories from the Western perspective, and the whole spiritual stories of ancient Kemet is totally oblivious, and for the most part still oblivious to many of our people.
Yeah. Well, those that are just tuning in, we're speaking with Baba ASHRA KWESI, who will be in New York City. We will be at the National Black Theater in Harlem, in the theater space, not the temple space. The temple space is much more bigger. Doors open at 2 p.m. The event starts at 3 o'clock, and it opens up with Sister Shahrazad Ali and closes with Baba ASHRA KWESI. We have the whole day, family, from 3 until 9. We got this venue. So we're going to, between those two, there's going to be an hour break for vendors and all that kind of stuff. So you can buy his product, buy her products. And even Sister Shahrazad Ali is going to stay for him, and he's going to come for her. So this is going to be a respectful elders respecting one another's teachings and what they do. She's going to be teaching on monogamy and polygamy. It's what is best for the black man and woman in this day and time. And we know it came out of our African culture at one time. So we got to understand that. But our brother Baba ASHRA KWESI will be speaking on the origin of the Bible and Quran, revisited, and why are we still following our enemies' dogmatic religions, as said on the fly. We're doing. So are you ready, family, for what's about to take place on Sunday, April the 28th, with performance by United Front from Straight Black Pride Movement, and also Sacred Woman Natasha Dezzoni. Also, I'd like to, before we move forward, Baba KWESI, I'd like to thank Queen Afua and her son Ali the Great for allowing me to connect with them, to connect back into the National Black Theater when I lost St. Francis College, because they had another event going on that day. But it's all about healing and getting back into these Black-owned venues and doing what we got to do to teach the people as much as we can. So I'm happy, brother, that I am bringing you and Sister Shahrazad Ali from two different perspectives, but in a unified perspective. And this ain't no argument. This ain't no debate. This is all about love and respect for each other, because Shahrazad Ali has showed love and respect for Baba ASHRA KWESI in his studies, and he has shown love and respect for Shahrazad Ali, her teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So this is what this is what it's all about for me, you know. And Baba, you know, it intrigues me a lot, because in your due to your travels and your raising of people, tell me about those raising ceremonies, those people that come there to be risen into the total understanding of Kemet, because I know you have ceremonies out there in Egypt also. Please tell us a little bit about those things.
Well, first of all, I have to go back to our Grandmaster Teacher, Dr. Ben, who raised me in the craft of Amun-Ra.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of this, the raising, what is the raising all about?
Yes.
You got to excuse me, brother. I'm trying to deal with my voice. My voice is much louder coming back at me now, so I hope I can.
Yeah, it's coming off. Let me turn it down. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead.
So again, okay, now we're good. Whatever happened now, and I don't hear my voice anymore.
Good. Gotcha.
You hit the right button.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yes. So again, Dr. Ben saw something in me that I didn't see at the time, and saw that it was fitting that he would raise me in the craft of Amun-Ra, and this is based off of a Keppara. What is a Keppara? It's a transformation. Okay, so we have an ancestral genetic memory bank, and once we open that ancestral genetic memory bank, then we start to get into our spiritual and higher consciousness of who we are as a people. So being raised in the craft, I continue to do that for our young brothers in various stages of that initiation, and that is a probationary period, and then one is open up their mind to this knowledge, and then moving on into the spiritual level in terms of the higher level of spiritual consciousness. So again, when you take in consideration the Ma'afa and what we have gone through, my brother, that we have to have an initiation and to pull us back as black men of who we really are, not from what the slave plantation made us. All right. And so that's what the whole initiation is all about, the Eberod transformation. Not to find ourselves wallowing around still in the culture of a slave dungeon, calling each other names and all kind of names that came off the plantation. Every time we perpetuate this type of culture, we're only perpetuating still the existence of slavery, my brother. So again, we have to have something, okay, to pull us back as a people. So this is what the raising in the craft is all about. And that's based off of one's awakening, okay, one's spiritual awakening. Some people, they start the initiation and go into the probationary stage, and some people have a hard time, continuing that transformation. They still get caught up on the plantation, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they don't continue in that whole transformation. So again, coming back to the original Taneta land, this is the original Holy Land. The fallopian tube is where it all began. I'm speaking of the fallopian tube of the Happy Valley Cow. Gave birth, gave to spiritual systems. It's now called various religions today. To the fact that anthropology has proven that without African people, you wouldn't even have people on planet Earth.
Right.
Again, that zenith of all of that reached right there and came in the books and stones. And what's the better place to have an initiation than right there?
Yes, brother. I mean, I've heard of people getting married over there, and you've gotten married there too. You got married over there, and I mean, brother. I mean, I know that.
I walked through the temple and asked for Amen. In fact, a year before I met Mary Ra, I was going through a rough time. Going through a divorce myself. We have these issues out here and trying to grow as a people, and sometimes we get trapped. But in any case, I had to walk through the temple. I thought it was going to be a lonely journey, so I walked through the greatest temple on the planet Earth, dedicated to Amen. Yes, Amen, God. Okay, that we still say at the end of our prayers. And I said, Amen. I've given praise to thee. I've given homage to thee, and now my enemies all around me. I need a net of hemp, a divine wife to be on my side. That next year, Mary Rock came on the tour, never knowing that Dr. Ben would marry us in the very temple I asked for her. Wow. And many people say, well, Kwesi, I've been praying and praying. My prayers haven't been answered. Well, I tell them, I said, you might be calling on the wrong God. It worked for me. I called on Amen.
Exactly. Amen. Exactly. And you've been married to her for how long now?
25 years.
25 years. Some of us can't even make 25 days, brother. 25 days. We can't even make 25 days. Some of us can't even make.
Sometimes we gotta go to the right spot, the right places. So in fact, many brothers and sisters who come on our tour have gone on to get married. Okay.
Yes, that's true.
So I'm really surprised at various places I go around the country, and brothers and sisters walk up and say, "We met on your tour and we got married." So again, the meeting at the right place. Sometimes you can find that net of hemp. That divine balance. It's not taking away that you can't meet someone here, but it's much harder.
Right.
Cases,
And many times, if for you to meet someone on that trip, they must be in a certain mindset to even go on that trip.
Exactly. Right. I mean, just to return back to Africa, when you're taking the condition of the mental neo slavery that's going on today.
Yes, sir.
Because it's mental now. And a lot of cases, even now, you say you're going back to Africa. People say, why are you going to Africa? You say you're going anywhere on the planet Earth. When you say you're going to Africa, it's always a question mark.
Exactly. Yeah.
But at the same time, everybody else is going back there. From the biblical account, Abraham comes into Africa. Okay, even though there's no historical story of them coming in, but as we got it from the biblical patriarchs, all in Africa, the Greeks who got their knowledge and from Thales to Pythagoras to Alexander and all of them, they're coming into Africa. So that plays the major role in the making of the Western civilization, and Western religions all came up out of that Nile Valley. That's why the first Bibles were written in Egypt.
Yes, sir.
From the plunder of those temples and the papyruses, by the way, where paper gets its name. So even though we look at the Bible in paper, that long before paper, it was papyrus.
Yes, sir.
So again, when the Greeks studied this knowledge, this is how they developed their Bibles, whether that's the Torah around 500 BC or whether that's the Septuagint version around 250 BC or the Koine version of the Bible. around 52 BC, coming all the way down to the King James Version. So these are important things that we need to know, because many of us have been brainwashed that this is the infallible word of God.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir.
So, I mean, this is a shame when, in fact, these were scribes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whether they be Hebrew scribes, Christian scribes, okay, they sit down and wrote these things. In many cases, plagiarized some of these things from ancient papyrus and spiritual concepts to go back thousands of years. And these are some of the things I'm going to touch on
when you get here. That's right. So you can see,
yes,
and you know, and people that's just tuning in, it's 21 minutes after the hour, 21 minutes. We're not going to have Baba Crazy for too long, because he's also preparing for his lecture. Remember, he's going to be doing the PowerPoint. Sister Shahrazad Ali will not be doing the PowerPoint on April 28th. He will not be doing a live stream, but Sister Shahrazad Ali will be doing a live stream for her first time ever. And like I said to the audience,
I look at it as bush knowledge.
Yes, sir.
When you're on the plantation, did we teach each other how to read and write on master's porch?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't teach each other how to read and write on master's porch.
No, we did. We did in the bush. We was in the bush.
We went out to the bush.
I was in the bush.
So this is bush knowledge. Okay, so we have to take the knowledge to the bush. So streaming and all that stuff. We got to teach some people. Sorry.
Yeah, it got to be. I know we got to be careful, but I sometimes we just got to utilize this stuff and keep it moving, brother. That's all.
Yes, sir. I understand. But some of us are really on the front line. But for those of us who really want to know, because white folks got all kind of secrets. In fact, during the so-called new millennium, I didn't realize they had a new millennium society.
Yes, they do.
I didn't know white folks had a new. I mean, they're planning for the next 1,000 years. So the question is, I mean, this is a secret or a secret. So white folks know how to keep their secrets when they're planning for things, and I think we should do the same thing.
That is true. Yeah, we should do the same thing. We should pay attention to that. Now, family, I just want to remind everybody, if you want to get your tickets, please go to KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com. That's KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com or KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com/events, where you could also get the live stream to see only Sister Shahrazad Ali on that time. But Baba Crazy sells his own DVDs, his own CDs, his own books, and all that. And of course, he takes you on those trips. And like I said, make sure you go to his website, which is kemetnew.com. That's kemetnew.com. So make sure you go to his website, support him and his beautiful wife. This is how they do their thing.
We don't work for white folks.
I mean, they don't work for no white folks. They take care of themselves.
We're free. When Dr. Ben told me years ago, if you're going to be in this business, make sure you keep your tongue free. So fortunately, I've been free from the system over 30 years now.
Yeah, you hear what you can do this out there, family. You can do and run your own business with your queen and your empress, all of that kind of stuff. You can run your own, and that's exactly what we should all strive to do, and get our women off the plantation as much. That's what I respect about you and Baba Phil Valentine, Dr. Africa. All of y'all are old school people, even some of the young ones, polite doing it, all that. They doing it.
We all got trapetomania, my brother.
Yeah, yes, sir. Please tell them what that means, sir.
Well, it's still on the books. A runaway slave.
Yes, sir. We got runaways.
We caught trapetomania. In fact, we also got diastasis Ethiopica. We became defiant towards the system and decided to do it for ourselves.
Yes, right.
We can all do that. So a lot of times, when we grow up, everybody just says get a job. Nobody says work for yourself. The only thing I ever heard in my house was make sure you get a good job.
Yes,
not the fact that make sure you become independent, become an entrepreneur. So these are some of the things that we need to know. That's why there's so many pieces that we have to cover. And I don't come to say that I got 8 pieces. I got a very small piece, as I said on Brother Rick's show.
That's right.
Brother Simon, you take a mirror, put it up to your face, but if someone knocks it on the ground, it breaks up in many pieces.
Yes.
You can't pick up one piece and say, I got the piece. No, I got a very small piece, but many of us got many pieces. And we want to thank you for a major piece, because you got the airways and the radio show. So that equally, that's a piece in the reconstruction of our story and helping disseminate information for education, for liberation.
One more question before we get off, because it is now 25 minutes, 5 minutes before 3:30 here in New York. I know it's we're an hour ahead of you. What is it? Does it pain you to see that the young people are disrespecting our elders even when they transition? Please, just share your love and show why they do that. And I tell people, what goes around comes around, because when they get older, it's gonna hit them. I'm telling them right now, if you keep on doing it, it's gonna hit them. Please.
Well, when I see that, I see the condition of that, the fact that we're still living in a slave culture.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
so we see a slave condition coming out of our youth. All right. Keep in mind that I was watching a documentary on Vietnam. And the number one reason how they said the North Vietnamese defeated the United States, okay, who they claim to be the world power in terms of its weapons of mass destruction. And I was shocked to hear the fact that how they defeated America is because the number one thing that they had was the respect for elders. So when Ho Chi Minh, what he did, he literally made his hair gray and grew a long gray beard because he knew that the culture was very strong and respected the elders. They were able to pull the young people together to keep the United States Army military.
Wow.
So again, that was because of a culture or a deep respect for the elders. So again, when we see the youth disrespecting the elders, again, we can never see ourselves as a people, as a whole. So again, if you lived on the planet, you've been on the planet for a long time. I've been on the planet for a long time. Again, for young people, when we get out of that slave culture, then they would come and we could give advice. Okay, but first of all, you can't come with a mad, insane ego. You know, and the fact that we could help the young, it could go both ways.
That's right.
But of course, if you got a culture of slavery, mental slavery, and disrespect, then of course the enemy loves that because they know that even though we have lived our lives and gained a lot of information that could help the next generation, but the next generation has now become too much insane egos and dopamine. Social media is now running the whole game now. It's worse than crack now.
Right,
okay.
Right.
So this is the kind of stuff. I'm not saying all young people,
right.
Time, but I did come up. Unfortunately, I came up in a culture, and up under Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, and these are the elders, and so we came up, you know, and respected them very highly. And because of that, that's how Dr. Ben took me up under his wing. Now, can you imagine if I was disrespectful towards the elders and everybody else? I don't think I would know what I know, nor would I have had my association of 14 years apprenticeship under Dr. Ben.
Right.
I came up, I'm now 67 years old, so I came up under a culture that you always respected the elders in the neighborhood.
That's right.
But the enemy knows that once you have now got a system that teach the young people not to have any respect, then you can never find yourself as a whole as a people. You live in a perpetual condition of mental and psychological and cultural enslavement.
Yes, sir. Well, on that note, Baba Kwesi, thank you very much. I can't wait to give you and your wife a hug. I know she's going to be coming and with you. And I'm so honored, of course.
She generally lectures too, but because she's the business manager of the tour,
yes,
you know, it backs her up a lot to prepare for lectures and everything. So she's coming with me, but she will not be lecturing because she's coming to help me. Actually, but you know, she has some very powerful lectures too.
Yes, she does.
Just because she's with me, she's not lecturing. It doesn't mean that she doesn't lecture. It's just that you know, she has a lot to do with the business part of the tour.
That's why I can't wait till y'all do your online class. Like
everybody's putting more and more on our shoulders.
Look, I mean, it can be so simple, brother. It can be so simple. We don't have to.
I feel like I'm doing 500-pound knee bends with weights on my shoulders already.
You see that? And that's what generational wealth is all about, Baba. That's all. You know, and I
understand it. It's just that
it's so much.
When you're in this whole business, you know, there's a lot of different things, especially when to take over like this summer over 250 people to Africa, brother. I can't even start to tell you all the things involved with. I mean, we're constantly communicating with Egypt on the international level.
That's
brothers
right.
and sisters who are related to go, and even some of their families are hating on them and trying to tell them all kinds of things. It's just like on the plantation. Remember, you say you're going to tell another brother you're going to run away? Oh, they're going to get you out there. You know, if they catch you, you're going to get whipped. You know, so we still carry that culture, brother, from that experience. So the same thing, you say you're leaving out of America. Oh, they're going to get you over there. You know, but as long as you're saying you're going to walk on that road that Jesus walked on in Jerusalem, have a good trip.
Right, right. Well, Baba, thank you very much, Baba. Let me give them your website and let them know if they want to go on the tours, if they want to get any of your products. I'm gonna also post this on the feed here. Kemetnew.com. That's www.kemetnew. That's KEMETNU.com. His email is kemetnew. That's KEMETNU at sbcglobal.net. That's sbcglobal.net. Their number to contact Baba Kwesi for information about the trips or just to his products and stuff is 214-371-0206. That's 214.
That number is not for mental therapy either.
No, not for no, they ain't doing that consultation yet. But we gonna make it happen. They're gonna have to do it one day. Because our people are mentally sick, brother.
Or any psychic directions or anything like
no,
that.
That's for oracles. That's for the oracles, brother. But like I said, 214-371 0206, and make sure you get this book that's online. I don't know if you're bringing the African Builders and Civilization book.
We'll be bringing the material with us. And again, as I'll always say, I'm not coming for people to believe the information. I'm coming with visual documentation.
Right.
Because I know everybody can't make it back to Kemet, so we're coming to see the temples and monuments and do a comparative analysis and see where these things came from. Because we all have a genius. We all have to open up an ancestral genetic memory bank that's been locked up through self-hatred. And that's how you make a slave, brother. My brother Simon. So again, it's an honor to come back to this another university, and we want to say many, many, many Santi to you.
Thank you, brother.
For doing what you do.
Thank you.
And raising our people up and educating our people.
Thank you.
Education for liberation.
Thank you, brother. And have a great day, my brother. And I'll see you this weekend, my brother. Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Another reunion.
All right. Hotel.
And make sure there's no hurricanes. You know, last time we was a hurricane.
Yeah, we did Sandy. We was there doing Sandy. Yes.
Sandy, brother. Trapped in New York for 4 days. Okay.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hotel.
That was Baba ASHRA KWESI. Thank you, Jeannie Yates. Thank you, Jeannie Yates, for your donation on Cash App. Thank you, Jeannie Yates, for your donation on Cash App. It isn't, I do these things and sometimes I make money and sometimes I don't. That's just the game of promotion. Sometimes I just break even a lot of these, and I'm bringing these two. And sometimes you break even because I do have to pay them. I do have to pay for their travel, their flight, all of that stuff. So Cash App is very important. If you're going to send me any type of donations or love gift, I like to say love exchange, because it is a love exchange. The more you exchange, the more I can bring back and the more it comes back to you. Don't ever say that you're broke. Stop saying that you're broke, family. Always say, I'll never be broke again, or I'm just enduring a cash flow situation at this time. But change the language. We just finished speaking to Baba ASHRA KWESI, who will be in New York on Sunday, April the 28th. Doors open at 2 p.m. The event starts at 3. Sister Shahrazad Ali will be coming up first. Then we'll take an intermission. And during the intermission, we got live performance by United Front. We got live performance by Natasha Dizoni, that's going to be opening up from Sacred Women. Also, we're going to have all the food, all the vendors there. We're going to be in a theater space, so it's a very roomy spot. We can still, and you can see the stage from all angles in the theater space. So I can't wait. We're going to be at the National Black Theater. That's 2031 Fifth Avenue. And I'm going to put Baba Kwesi's website on the screen right now. Make sure I write it. It's Kemet News. I got that. Kemet. It's www.kemetnew.com for all the information you need to find out about Baba Kwesi and his trips. I have just put it up there. I'm telling you, family. And like I say, family, it's so important that we keep this up. And I'm working hard. I'm working very meticulously. You know, a property out here in New York is very hard to come by because of so-called gentrification. which is probably gentrification, but gentrification has really raised the property value, especially the places we want to rent out and all that. They be renting it for. So I want to get my own place. Now, if I don't do it here, guess what? I'll go somewhere else. I got no problem, because wherever I go, I'm going to bring people. I know how to do it, even if I turn it into retreats, where you'll have a retreat workshops with people like Baba Kwesi and his wife, or people like Phil Valentine and his wife, or Dr. Afrika and his wife. Those 3-day or 2-day retreats, man, is something special, because we all eat together. We also have different bungalows and all that kind of stuff. And, and you get to actually meet them in their element and talk to them and deal with them, and up close and personal. Those type of retreats I would like to do also. So have a lot of plans for the future that I've written down, and some that's still in my mind. And the more we do this, I work for myself. I don't work for nobody. I stopped working for corporate America in 2005. I was in radio doing what I love. So if you're gonna work, let me tell you something. If you're gonna work for somebody or work for another organization, make sure you love what you're doing. Make sure you love what you're doing. Whatever it is, I was in radio, I love what I was doing. I was in security at a certain time. I love the camaraderie of security. I'm a security-minded person. I think security, especially at my venue. So please forgive me if I'm a certain way when you see me at the lectures, because my mind is also watching the protection of the people, making sure my security is tight, because I'm going to have like 3 different securities inside the venue. One downstairs, as security downstairs in the National Black Theater. Then I have one at the door that searches you, have the wands and stuff. And then I have, of course, my internal security, undercover security, that's going to be there, that loves the consciousness, that doing their thing. All of them are either part of law enforcement or martial arts and all that kind of stuff. But I have to make sure the Babas and the elders are safe, and make sure nothing goes on crazy inside the venue. Very important. So we have to do the searching. We are searching everyone that comes in there, and we're trying to maintain a certain distance, because we can't trust everybody, and everybody that says that they're your kinfolk ain't your real folk. Everybody that says that they're brother or sister, they're something other than a brother and a sister. So let me get on out of here. Once again, this coming Sunday, April 28th. If you want the live stream for only Sister Shahrazad Ali, please go to usalivestream.com. That's usalivestream.com. That's it. And if you want to get my products, if you want to go to find out any tickets, if you want to get any tickets to all my events, even the Dr. Afrika event that's coming up, Dr. Afrika's event is coming up May the 5th at Nicholas, Brooklyn. And we also doing a live stream for that. Also, we have the Ascending Masters class, a numerology workshop with Lloyd Strayhorn, Kaya French, and myself on June the 22nd. And you can go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/events and scroll down, and you'll start seeing the links to all of them. Just read carefully. You got to be a reader to be on my website. You got to read. Readers are leaders. So you got to be a reader. And then it will guide you to any particular website for products. You can go to kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com/products. But just also subscribe to my channel, so my website and this channel, so you'll know what's going on and all the different deals. Also, I have an app called King Simon Productions at App Village. You go to App Village and look for King Simon Production, App Village. I also give deals off of that app also. And please hit me up on all social media. Share this video, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. And please hit me up on IG at King Simon Production, or Numeroversity. That's my IG also. Or hit me up on Facebook, King Simon, MC Simon, King Simon Productions on Facebook, or the Numerovator on Facebook. And don't forget, I'm on Twitter, King Simon Prod on Twitter. That's King Simon Prod. And if you want to PayPal me a donation, go to King Simon Productions, either with the S at the end or the end of or no S at the end of Productions at Gmail, and send me a donation. But again, Cash App is up there. That's Cash App $ King Simon 3158. That's King Simon 3158. It's always helpful. I want to thank everyone that's tuning in, and everyone that will be watching this later, because I know there's going to be more people that's going to be watching this. This is during the day, the afternoon right now. People are tuning in. So look, I respect you. I honor you. Thank you very much. I love and respect you, because I love and respect myself all day, every day. And that's what it's all about. Please have a great day, afternoon, or evening, and stay respectful, stay honorable to not only your elders, but to the youngsters, because you're never too old to teach, and you're never too young to learn, and you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. So vice versa. It works in unison. It works in balance. I love you. And if you want a numerology or numerovational session with me, whether you're dealing with business, health, relationship, whatever, please text me your full name and date of birth at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. I'll say it slower. 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022 for a numerovation session. Let's get back into that. For a numerovation for a numero. That's my word, people. Don't let nobody tell you anything else. Numerovation session, baby. Believe me, it will. My sessions will motivate you. It will help you to be your best. I'm telling you right now, family. It will help you to guide you with your birthday, the core numbers in your birthday and the core numbers in your name. And I will show you how you could work the positive energies of your numbers. Because the two most important days in your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born. And when you find out why and what are the basic gifts and what are the basic weaknesses and the strength, you'll learn to strengthen your weaknesses and you learn to strengthen your strengths and manage your weaknesses so you don't fall into the pitfalls. Yes, we go through ups and downs. Yes, we go through problems. But if you learn to use the numbers that are connected to your birthday and your name, because numerology is the only system that transposes and translates names into numbers, believe me, it will guide you to be your very, very best. It has helped me in the last many years that I've been studying it, since '88. But believe me, officially, now that I've walked it instead of just talking it, it has helped me immensely. I'm telling you, family, it's for guidance. That's all it is. It's not for you to worship. It's not for none of it. It's just a guide. It's like a GPS, baby. I'm telling you. I triangulate what's going on, and I guide you the way you need to be guided. And either you're going to listen or you don't listen. It's totally up to you, because everybody has willpower. But I'm out of here. And like the great teacher, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey says, up, you mighty nation. You could accomplish what you will. One God, one aim, one destiny. I'm out of here, family. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. And have a great evening wherever you may be. Peace.